talk to Dave. You didn't waste your time answering his questions. You didn't do anything. All you know is that he wants these on Saturday. So when you call or email him, the deal's done. You're just closing sales left and right, and that's what we're offering. We're offering
Gotcha.
that final sale close.
Mhm. Awesome. Yeah, that's really cool. And I mean, in a lot of my conversations that I've had with business owners, it's around trust. So, handing over your support or your sales, to AI, trusting that process. How are you and, your team at Vingo, how are you guys helping to ease some of those fears?
It's a really good question because that is our number one challenge is
Yeah.
not only educating people as to the fact that A, they need AI to future proof their business, but B, their competitors are using it and they're going to be left behind. And three, there's nothing to be afraid about. If anything, it's just going to enhance your customer service. It's going to make your business stand out from the other ones. And the biggest piece here is you're going to capture that 96% of those leads that you're missing. So this whole thing about being afraid of AI, were you afraid of electricity when it came out? Were you afraid of the automobile when it came out? Were you afraid of the washer machine, believe it or not, which changed a lot of things because people were washing clothes outside for 10 hours a day and the washing machine came out and it just saved all that time? Were you
Mhm.
afraid of the smartphone? You know, the space
Exactly.
shuttle? Were you afraid of the internet? I mean, these are all things that people might have been afraid of, but they embraced eventually. It's
Hmm.
the people who adapted to them early on, the early adopters, who capitalized on the innovations and were able to, excel in their field, gain more expertise, be more productive, and make more revenue.
Hmm.
AI is no different. Just add it
Yeah.
to that list of stuff I mentioned. It's yet another tool to add to your toolbox to become the best founder, the best business owner you can possibly be.
Yeah, yeah. That's definitely a great answer right there, and I agree with that. We're just at a new shift in the world, and you get that first movers advantage if you're able to see the trend and jump in early. So, great that we got people like yourself in mind that are out here educating and helping people get more comfortable. So that's awesome.
Fighting the good
Um,
fight.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So what is as you scale? Of course, we just talked about educating our clients, but what's one of the biggest challenges your team is navigating right now as you scale? And, where do you see Vingo in the next 6 to 12 months as you conquer some of those challenges?
Yeah, I mean, like I mentioned earlier, it's kind of, in my opinion, it's kind of boring. It's kind of lame the fact that funding is the challenge these days for any startup.
Hmm.
It wasn't like that, maybe 6 to 10 years ago before the pandemic. The traction, the revenue, the technology we've built, the team we have, the customer base, everything that we have, say like in 2018, we would have gotten funding.
Yeah.
No doubt about it, like we would have gotten funding. But now investors are expecting like 10 to 20 to 50 times what we already have, before they invest. And it's I mean, the word impossible comes to mind because how do you get to $1 million in revenue without ad spend?
Hmm.
You need to be able to spend money on ads. And if your budget is limited to a certain amount per month, then you're only limited to that many customers per month.